I feel like every other critic has beat me to the punch on this one, so I feel like I'm a little late to the party over here. Thank you for your patience though, I hope you guys weren't waiting too much on this, and without further ado, let's get into it. The Wild Robot was directed by Chris Sanders and is the latest animated movie from DreamWorks and stars Lupita Nyong'o as Roz, a robot who has landed in the middle of an island, nowhere really, and she has no idea what to do. It doesn't seem like anyone is there to really act on her protocols that are within her. Eventually, as she learns to connect with the wildlife in the forest, she makes some connections with the other animals and the other flora and fauna that is surrounding, and learns to have new protocols and to embrace a side of her that she didn't know was there. And it leads to this movie that I was absolutely blown away by. I'm going to cut to the chase right here. This is a wonderful film. I think between this and Transformers 1, right now we're in a wonderful moment with animation. And it's always great whenever movies like this happen because it's just there to remind you what a great story medium this can be. And The Wild Robot is a great example of why we need more animated movies all the time. I love what they're able to achieve, and the people who make it happen, all those animators and everybody involved, they're truly incredible people, masters of their crafts. And this is one of those movies that absolutely hones in on that because the animation over here is dazzling. Vibrant sequences with some gorgeous colors throughout. Every frame looks like a painting. This is some of the best animation of the year. There are sequences that are going to be seared into your memory long after it's done. And they're all wonderfully realized with some great character work, which is surrounding those beautiful environments. I mean, it's just genuinely incredible. And what the characters as well, you get some great stuff like Roz. Lupita Nyong'o, I don't have to tell you, is great in this movie, but she brings such a level of depth to this robot who has just landed there with the idea of helping. And eventually, as she's going around, the other animals in the forest are like, I think she's a monster, she might hurt us. But eventually, as it goes on, she learns to connect more and more. And as she develops these more personal connections, it leads to a wonderful story. And the other characters who are surrounding her, like Fink, voiced by Pedro Pascal, who was really good in the movie, or a baby goose named Brightbill, voiced by Kit Connor, who she has to raise after a certain thing happens. The way that the entire relationship develops is truly wonderful. It is a brilliantly realized story, and Chris Sanders also wrote it, does a really, really great job of that. A lot of this movie is built on the visuals. There are a lot of moments of dialogue, absolutely, but there are so many things that are conveyed with just the smallest of expressions throughout this movie, and that's where Chris Bowers, who does an incredible job with the score, kicks in, and he decides to add something to those moments that is genuinely wonderful. This is also one of the best scores of the year. I absolutely love what he brought to the table over there. And again, by the end of the movie, it's just such a heartwarming feeling that the movie leaves you with. I mean, again, it's this taking something very inanimate and, emotionless, like a robot, and giving it that kind of character. Kind of reminded me of WALL-E in ways, and I mean that in a good way. Like, between this and WALL-E, I think the message you get with how, wonderful some pieces of technology can be is conveyed so well. And even in that movie, WALL-E communicating with the rest of the world, finding the beauty in everything, is genuinely quite nice. Different situation. Earth is destroyed in that one, and here Earth is very much a thing. I think everything from its wonderful first act of Roz getting to know the world around her, eventually caring for Brightbill and becoming friends with Fink, eventually trying to get Brightbill to swim and fly and to become, the goose that he is meant to be, is so wonderful. Like it's a really great storyline, and then eventually, because she's from somewhere where eventually they get the realization, like, I think you're not quite acting the way you need to. That entire resolution is also very well realized. I didn't have any discernible issues with the movie. I think The Wild Robot is a wonderful time, and I really hope a lot of people go and check it out, because it is really, really worth seeing. Take your kids to see it. It's a wonderful journey. Will absolutely tug on your heartstrings. I don't think there was a dry eye in the room. I think it really did get everybody by the end, and absolutely, I think it earned those tears, you know. So yeah, definitely one of the best movies of the year. And I think The Wild Robot is absolutely deserving of a 10 out of 10. Definitely see this movie. I'm so excited to hear what you guys think about it. There's gonna be definitely a lot of discussions about it, hopefully, going forward. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to more videos very, very soon. And as always, if you like this, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the movies. There we go.